Right, my friends, well, welcome to hell, because I'm in Barrow-in-Furness. Now, I've not been here for years. It's absolutely hammering it down, which makes it even worse. It would have probably been better on a sunny day, but there you have it. I am in one of England's most dangerous towns. Now, I grew up not far from here, down the road in the Lake District. It's on the edge of the Lake District, and it couldn't be further away in looks, because the Lake District is lovely, and here just looks like a hellhole. There is a news story from a newspaper here where it says, "Welcome to hell," inside drug-plagued town where the high street is dubbed Death Row. And police say tackling rampant gangs is like whack-a-mole. Welcome to hell, one resident shouts as he takes his baby son out for a stroll around Barrow Island in coastal Barrow-in-Furness. Surveying the boarded up, graffitied building, a nearby pile of broken furniture. It's a sad indictment of a once bustling shipbuilding hub. I think they still build ships here. I remember it from days gone by on the Chewits advert, if you remember that.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Chewits are even chewier than Barrow-in-Furness bus depot.
Chewits, even chewier than Barrow-in-Furness bus depot. It says nestled between the Irish Sea and the Lake District Peninsula, the Cumbrian town is classed as one of the most deprived in England by the Office of National Statistics, decimated by the devastating impact of COVID and the cost of living crisis. Barrow Borough Council was one of the first local authorities to declare a poverty emergency in September 2020, and it's gone from bad to worse. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to have a wander around, have a look at the place. I used to come up here as a kid to Asda, and I don't remember it that well, to be honest. I remember it being a bit of a back then as well, as my dad used to call it. I had to beep that bit out. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, do give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. I've been to much nicer places than this. Anyway, without further ado, my friends, let's go. Good grief, I think I could have chose a better day than this. This is absolutely terrible. It's just going to make it look worse, isn't it? I'm going to get people from Barrow-in-Furness saying you should have come on a better day. It looks lovely. I think it would look probably better if I'd have come on an evening when the lights are out. I've driven through it and it doesn't look the best of towns. I'm sorry if you're from Barrow-in-Furness. Blame your council. Let's go and have a look at the town centre, where the high street is dubbed Death Row. So we've got Wilkinson's there, which is obviously boarded up because Wilco's went into liquidation. We'll walk down, there's Barrow Market as well. I don't know whether they've got an indoor market here. We'll take a look. Seems very quiet around here and deserted. Oh, goodness sake, come on. Brilliant Barrow. Well, at least he's got a sense of humour here. Let's have a look inside the indoor market. Right, okay, so I've got Sue here. Now, you work for the council.
I do, yeah, 14 years.
Brilliant. Now, I'm never that complimentary to councils. However, the people that I have met so far, the councillor at Blackpool, been very nice, and Sue's very nice as well, because she's agreed to speak to some weirdo with a camera off of YouTube. Now, Barrow-in-Furness, can you tell me? I remember it from the Chewits advert. How many people mention that?
Oh, we still mention it now.
You still mention it?
Yeah,
now?
when you know, I work away a lot, and when people say, "Oh, where are you from?" Barrow-in-Furness. Where? And it's like Barrow-in-Furness, more chewier than Barrow-in-Furness bus depot. They're like, "That's it."
Is it still there, the bus depot?
No, oh God, no, I don't think so.
I think
it's gone. It's the end of town where I don't really travel much.
Was it? See, The Sun gave it a bad review. They said it was the high street was nicknamed Death Row, etc. I've come on the wrong day really because it's raining. It's terrible.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
not
The
nice.
weekend was brilliant, obviously, because it was sunny. We had events on and things like that.
Yeah.
We do regularly in the town centre. But I have to say, from Barrow Market Hall, a lot of our traders who have left have actually moved out onto the high street. So they've expanded. They've not left. They've not quit. They've not give up.
Yeah.
And it seems to be our traders are filling up Barrow area again.
So
Which is really good.
Is the high street getting busier?
I think the high street's getting busier. I think it's picking up now. Obviously, everybody goes on about BAE coming into town, but surely that's footfall. That's more bodies in town.
What's coming to town?
BAE systems,
Is
you
that-
know, the nuclear
Oh, right.
submarines. Their main college base is going to be in the old Debenhams.
Oh, right.
So there will be like 200 or 300 people working in there eventually, which is
Yeah.
people in the town centre.
Oh.
Obviously, when people come to the town centre, the shops will say, "Oh, you know, it's footfall. Let's get the business running."
What do the people think of Barrow-in-Furness?
There's a lot of negativity, but I think a lot of the negativity from Barrow Centre, a lot of people don't use Barrow Centre.
Right.
They'd rather go out Manchester, Liverpool, places like that, and it's like they don't realise they're the ones that are killing the place.
Yeah.
Shopping online, going away. It's like I try Christmas shopping, birthdays, always look around Barrow first. You know, I very rarely try and use the internet and just think, yeah, I'll just get it delivered. It's too easy.
Yeah.
I like to go out and meet people, try things on.
That's it. Yeah.
You know, that's the difference. The
Yeah.
interaction with humans and not a computer. It's
Yeah.
like, it's going.
So you think it is part of the internet and people going
Oh, yeah.
elsewhere?
I think lockdown, everybody says it's lockdown and was COVID.
Yeah.
You know, and I get that. I get that. A lot of the older people,
Yeah.
some of them still walk around with masks on. They're obviously still quite scared.
Yeah.
But the younger ones, it's like, you know, come into our town. Use what we've got. You know,
Yeah.
we've got shops popping up all over the place now.
And keep it local.
And keep it local. Keep the little businesses up and running. You know, these people have got families and things to pay for. Just like
Exactly.
everybody else has.
Yeah.
You know, ask. You don't. If you can't find something, ask.
Ask
There will
about
be
it.
somebody who can direct you in the right place.
We've got a nice little indoor market here as well.
It's lovely. This is
Yeah.
currently going under a refurbishment.
Right.
We have a £17 million refurbishment just starting.
Oh, blimey.
It'll take about 3 years. So currently our traders that we have will be moving into a new location, which
Yeah.
will be in the Mall.
Yeah.
So they won't be closing down as everybody seems to think.
Yeah.
They're just relocated for a couple of years till this is all finished. And a brand new market, new hub. We'll have bars, restaurants, we'll have an entertainment
Oh, wow.
stage, we'll have a child soft play area. We're integrating with the theatre next door, so when they've
Yeah.
got shows on,
Yeah.
our bars and restaurants will stay open.
Fantastic. So,
So it is coming. The good stuff is coming. Just
So-
be patient.
be patient. They're putting money back into
The
it.
money, the money's there. They've got, I think it's a £40 million town regeneration
Right.
as well. So that's different to what we've got.
Yeah.
So they're building like parks and seating areas and just where families can gather and enjoy.
So
You
don't
know,
believe all the headlines in the newspapers.
No, it's rubbish. A lot of it's rubbish. A lot of people who have so much negativity just don't come and look around.
Yeah.
A lot of the work is going on in the background, which people won't see, but we know it's happening.
Yeah.
It is happening. Things are coming forward now.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Watch this space.
Watch this space. Thank you very much.
You're
Sue.
very welcome.
Thank you. Onwards, my friends. Right, we've also got a stall holder here, Lisa. Now you're from Lancaster.
I am originally, yes.
Okay, but now you moved to Barrow-in-Furness.
I did.
Okay, how long have you been in Barrow-in-Furness?
About 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Barrow-in-Furness? It has got a reputation online and also in the press, and that's why I'm here. It's got sort of like, they renamed the high street here Death Row in the Sun newspaper, but nobody believes what they say in the Sun newspaper. Take that with a pinch of salt. It's not even worth wrapping your chips in, isn't it? Anyway, but that's what they say. What's your verdict of it? What do you think of it?
I think it's up and coming. Like Sue was saying just before, they're putting a lot of money into the town. A lot of the shops on the high street were boarded up, and there was a lot on social media, TikTok, of saying what a dumped Barrow was, and there was no shops here, etc., etc. And they'd pan round, and you'd just see all wood where all the windows were all like boarded up. But in the last 6-12 months, there's not actually many empty shops anymore. You know, they are being done up. current businesses are expanding. Businesses that have been in the market have now got shop units through expansion. All the works that's going on with BAE, they've taken some of the empty shop units like the old Debenhams and turning it into offices.
Yeah.
So there's going to be quite a few thousand people coming into the town centre on a day-to-day basis that previously haven't been.
Yeah.
So all the businesses that were empty around those units have been snapped up because people are seeing in the future.
Are you seeing less and less boarded up shops there?
Oh yeah, definitely, without
Yeah.
doubt. Yeah, shops are now being taken.
So the council's turning it around with the funding.
It's not the council. They were privately owned
Right.
units.
Yeah.
The businesses that have been in the town have either expanded and gone into bigger units,
Yeah.
or like stall holders from inside the market have now taken up what were empty shop
Empty
units,
shops.
so that they've expanded. So there's a lot of expansion going on in the town at the moment.
As a local business owner, you're here, you've got your own Facebook page, which is Flicker Handmade by Lisa, as you saw on there. So head over and follow her Facebook page. Are you seeing, you do candles and all sorts of nice little things here.
Also.
Are you seeing a business increase as well, the turnover increase in footfall?
On certain days, yes. It depends on the town, but I suppose that's the same anywhere, really. Some days are good, some days not so good. But on a whole, we're all looking to see what's going to happen as opposed to what's happening right now. And we know it's going to be good.
If you could sum Barrow-in-Furness up in one word, what would it be? Have a think.
In one
word, yeah.
Oh, gosh. It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
It is beautiful. You know, we've got the beach just on our doorstep.
Where's the beach?
It's literally like a mile away.
Is it? You got the beach?
You've got a beach.
But Barrow-in-Furness has got a beach.
You've got a beach.
I didn't know. No, I didn't know they'd got a beach. It's not Bardsley Beach, is it? No, it's further down, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got loads of coasts. We're all on the coast.
Right. So
We're
you've got your own
literally
beach.
known as the town where the seaside meets the lakes.
There you go. It's on the edge of the Lake District.
are.
You've got it all.
We have.
Don't believe what it says in the newspapers. So far, the people have been fantastic. Right, onwards, my friends. Right, okay, so we've got Ian here. Now, you grew up in Barrow-in-Furness, and then you left, but you're now back again. We've got your mother there as well, who we're going to speak to in a moment. Barrow-in-Furness, in one of the newspapers, has now been dubbed, the high street was dubbed Death Row, and it's dubbed one of the most dangerous places, supposedly, in the UK. I can't see it at the moment, but
No.
what do you think of Barrow-in-Furness? You can say it, because I'm not from Barrow-in-Furness, so...
Well, I was born here.
Yeah.
I'm now 62. I left school when I was 14. Because you left school, you went into Vickers. You got your apprenticeship, and then you did your apprenticeship. As soon as you got your apprenticeship, you go. There's no work.
And Vickers is a
Vickers
shipbuilding.
did the shipbuilding place,
Right.
which has now been taken over by AE. When it was the summer holidays, you can tell, because it was a 6 weeks holiday, and Vickers was off around that time as well.
Yeah.
And it was like a 6 weeks holiday. Everybody was round here on holiday. Kids, parents, people who work in Vickers. And you could tell what time it was. 12 o'clock, you couldn't cross that bridge because everybody was coming out of work. The same again at 4:30. You couldn't move. Now there's nothing.
Do you see anything going for Barrow-in-Furness? Do you see it getting better, or...?
They try to make it. What did they say they were going to make it? They built a marina down on River. They're going to build a marina.
Yeah.
That's been going on for 10 years. They flattened all the buildings. There's nothing happening down there. BAE are taking over everything.
Is it a total polar opposite to what it was when you grew up?
Yes.
Would you consider it a dying town or an
Well,
up-and-coming town?
they're trying to make it an upcoming town, but there's no contractors. They're all contracted from out of town. There's
Yeah.
no work for Barrow people. If you want to go to a garage and you find a decent mechanic, you're not going to find one because they're all in there.
Lancaster and Manchester and places like that.
All screaming for mechanics in there. All the garages round here, the mechanics are leaving. They're going into Vickers because they do minimum work and get paid ridiculous amount of money.
Other than Vickers, then, is there any other economy that people, any other business?
Kimberley Clark,
Yeah,
that's the top. That does the
that's
top.
Andrex, isn't it?
Yeah.
The paper.
That's it. That's the only businesses round here.
There's nothing else.
We used to have a candle. Used to have a chemical factory, sovereign chemicals. That's gone.
So there's-
We used to have a candle factory. That's gone.
what's the crime rate like here?
Crime rate.
The cellophane factory.
Cellophane factory.
Yeah.
That went.
If you could sum Barrow-in-Furness up in one word, what would it be?
Politely, to all. I'll be honest with you. It is. They're bringing in all these immigrants.
Yeah,
They've took all over the hotels. They've ruined them. And there's Albanians, there's whoever, but they're all in groups,
yeah.
kids, and nobody's safe. 'Cause if you go down the street at night time,
Don't feel safe.
there's groups of Albanians.
Would you not come out on an evening and you wouldn't advise it? Is there an
Well, I
is there a
wouldn't,
nightlife
I
in-
wouldn't advise females to come out at night time.
Yeah.
So I was a doorman in Blackpool, so I do know how to handle myself.
So do you think it is a dangerous place to be?
Yeah. Yeah.
Blimey. We're going to ask your mum, who's been
82.
82. So what was your name?
Vera.
Vera. We're going to speak to Vera now, who's been here since she was born here. She's 82. Let's have a word with Vera. Right. Okay. So we've got Vera here now. You was born here, wasn't you?
I
In
was,
Barrow-in-Furness.
Yes.
How has Barrow-in-Furness changed since you were born here and you grew up here?
It's changed a lot. It was a good town.
Yeah.
You could go on the main street, Dalton Road,
Yeah.
and you could get every mortal thing that you needed for your home. Your food, your furniture, your clothes. All them shops would be on the one stretch. Yes, you had your side streets with the little businesses in. And a market across the road there, there was a big market. You could get everything in there. And it was fantastic. And it actually gave this town a feeling, a friendly feeling.
Yeah.
That's all gone.
That's all good. Do you feel safe walking around or
I don't go out overnight.
no?
No.
Would you feel safe if you had to go out at night or not?
Not if I was walking, no.
No?
Because I'm not prejudiced. I can't afford to be prejudiced. I've got a Polish daughter-in-law and she's lovely. But with all these coloured people coming in, for it bluntly, the blacks, they go around in groups. You never see one on their own. There's always 5, 6, 7, up to about a dozen of them. And they hang about street corners. Well, it feels very daunting.
Yeah.
I even go out of a night, well, I sometimes send him, but I go out of a night at 10 o'clock or whatever time my daughter wants to go home because she comes to see me in the evenings. And I take her home in the car because I won't allow her to walk home because they congregate like that. And I'm frightened for her.
Yeah. Would you say, because the newspapers say that Barrow-in-Furness is one of the most dangerous places in the UK, would you say that is truthful or?
Well, it depends in what respect they're putting that out as. As for sitting on a time bomb, yes.
Yeah.
Up the coast, you've got Sellafield.
Yeah.
We've got the gas terminal.
Yeah.
Across the water, Morecambe there, you've
Yeah.
got another gas terminal.
Yeah.
Nuclear in BAE. We're sitting with just a ticking time bomb waiting to go off.
Do you
That's
think
how I feel.
if you had to sum up Barrow-in-Furness in one word, what would it be?
Don't use my language, man.
I don't use your language, son.
You could just say ditto.
Well, it's become a dumping ground for anything and everybody.
Well, dump's one word. We'll go with that then.
Yeah.
A dump. Right. I was hoping to try and make it look better, but
It could be better.
it could be better. It's not going that way at the moment, but there is hope, hopefully.
Well, we're living in hope. I don't think I will see much difference now. As you say, I'm 82. But I'd like to think there was going to be big improvement because I'm leaving family to grow up in this environment.
Yeah,
So I would hope that, yes, it will improve.
yeah,
But myself personally probably won't live to see it.
yeah. Hopefully you will. Hopefully.
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 Can I just say, if you walk out there, you'll see a white elephant right at the moment. That used to be the DHSS building.
Oh, let me just, I'm going to pass you over. You can tell me 1 second. What's out there?
Used to be the DHSS, the Phoenix House. It's completely empty, which Vickers, BEE, were making it, apparently going to make it into offices, and nothing's ever been done.
It's a white elephant.
It's a white elephant. You walk down Portland Walk, and they've taken over the shops, using them as offices for training, courses, but nobody doesn't seem to be doing anything. You walk down Dalton Road, you've got people in the doorway. He's been there, how long? That homeless guy?
Oh, I've lost track on him.
About 2.5 months, and nobody's ever moved him because the shop's empty.
There's a guy sleeping in the doorway.
Yep.
In an empty shop doorway,
Yep, he's there 24 hours.
and nobody's moved him.
Right, okay, so we're going to have a look at the high street now. What's interesting was they were telling me that if you want to actually rent an apartment here, it's at least £700 because the local people are being priced out because of the contractors that are coming in, so they're putting the prices up, and that's making a lot of the places expensive. It's crazy. They were saying the high street itself, a lot of the places are just Turkish barbers, exchange shops, etc., and vape shops. So let's have a look. Wow, it is pretty dead, I have to say. It's very quiet. Now this is the street that they call, or nickname it, Death Row. Hopefully I'll be all right. Let's have a look around. Right, this is not a Sunday, this is a Monday when we're walking down the main high street here in Barrow-in-Furness. A Monday, just after lunchtime. This place should be bustling. Look at it. Progress. I wouldn't use that word. Progress. I think they've gone backwards. The place is dead. Unbelievable. It's sad. Sad to see. I was trying to turn this into a positive video, but I'm finding it a bit difficult, I have to say. The amount of shops that are just boarded up, empty shops, and how extremely quiet it is. Like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Where's everybody gone? I'm actually getting a bit tearful because you got Marks and Spencer's. God, I'm getting tearful. I don't even live here, but Marks and Spencer's has gone as well, and all the pictures of all the people that worked there, and it's gone. Marks and Spencer's has left. Well, that's a sign, isn't it? You're going to have to go some way to get a town that's as, I wouldn't say derelict, I'd say the same word as that, I'm not going to say it, but as that gentleman said, who lives here, who was born here. It's just terrible. I certainly wouldn't like to come out on an evening, on a night, round here. Not that there would be any reason to. Bloody, I mean, is that weather? No, Wetherspoons can't have closed, surely. Wetherspoons is open, so there we go. Right, I'll have a wander back and just have a look at a few more of the shops that are boarded up. But this has got to be, I'm going to say, probably the worst place so far that I've actually visited in the UK. It literally is. I mean, I'm sorry, it's sad to see. It really is. Excuse me, mate. Excuse me. Coffee for you, mate. There's a hot coffee there for you. Coffee and some sugar.
Alright, thank you very much.
Cheers, mate. Enjoy.
Take care.
He must be absolutely freezing and wet through in that doorway if he's been there 2 years apparently or something, wasn't it? Hopefully that latte will warm him up a little bit. It's a shame when you look around and see people having to live like that, when there's certain people being put up in hotels. That's controversial. Anyway, that's not for anything for me to say, it's a bit too controversial, but I'm sure you know where I'm coming from. When you've got somebody he's obviously English and born here, and we're leaving him in a doorway. Shame on you, government, shame on you. Even the estate agent who's selling the places and letting out places is boarded up. Right, okay, I'm going to get out of here now. Honestly, that is the most depressing town I've ever been to. I don't know whether it's the most dangerous or not. I mean, I haven't been there at night and I wouldn't like to go there at night. It was mind you, it might look better with the lights out. What an awful place. I've never been to such a depressing town in my entire life. I want to say thank you to all the people that's appeared on the video. If I can take one positive thing out of Barrow-in-Furness, yet again, it is the people. The people are the salt of the earth. I found that with Morecambe. Morecambe was a hole, but the people were salt of the earth. This place makes Morecambe look like the Bahamas. It's what a terrible place, honestly. And what really saddens me is the fact that you've got people like that gentleman sleeping in a doorway under a piece of tarpaulin or whatever, and we've got the hotels full with other people who are not British, and I think it's wrong. I'm not going to get into the politics of that because it's not something that I can speak about on this channel, and I don't want to have... I have my own opinion, but I don't think I'm allowed to say it. You can in the comment section down below, but I find it really, really sad when you've got people like that, our people, living on the streets under a piece of tarpaulin in the wet and the damp, and it winds me up and it makes me angry. So shame on you, little Rishi, shame on you. Sort it out, get it sorted out. People like that should be looked after. We should be housing our homeless and looking after them. Unbelievable. Anyway, that's all from me today. That was Barrow-in-Furness. I mean, for me, there's no words for it. It's just terrible. Right, anyway, thanks for watching, and again, thank you to the people that appeared on the video. As I say, if I take one thing away from Barrow-in-Furness, it is that the people are salt of the earth. Thanks for watching. It's upsetting, really, it is, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.